Welcome one and welcome all to the Rising Stars Cup, the first annual edition. Our JLV, CLV spectaculars from last year and this year all coming together to compete for the title. There's our schedule. Tuvalu, Canada, Valencia, and Zandvoort. 4 races, 4 different lengths, demanding tracks in different aspects and technicalities. Let's take a look at the cars. So we did a driver profile already. You can go to the link there and check out the background of all the teams and drivers. This is the way they chose to design their teams. They were given a set amount of points and upgrades cost a certain amount listed there in the bottom. Right now, very different cars taking the track for this tournament. As usual, Forza Roja going all in on speed like they did last year. That's what won them the Challenger League Virtual. All 5 speed invested. Speed gets more expensive as it goes up, of course, so they put every egg in that basket. We'll see how it turns out. Pappy Pops going for a balanced acceleration and grip combination, just with 1 speed added. Polish with a couple speeds and maxing out their turbo. Scuderia Carmona balancing their speed and grip. Seems like a good choice with a couple turbos added on there as well. Really going to be interesting to see how these different combinations compete against each other. Toad Racing System going for some speed, a little bit of acceleration and grip, and a good amount of turbo as TRS usually does. BBB Force Z really going high on the grip. High on the grip, a little bit of speed. So a little bit less speed than Carmona and a little bit more grip. Flying Fox going for a more balanced approach. Of course, a little bit of speed, a little bit of acceleration, and a little bit more grip. Fast Racing also very balanced. The most balanced car on the grid. Speed, acceleration, grip, and lots of turbo too. Turbo was, of course, the cheapest, so really tempting to just load up on it like POL did. Motor Evid Autos from the JLV East. They went with a fair amount of speed. Them, Polish Orlan, Toad, and, of course, Forza Roja. Going to be the fastest cars out there today, with a minor addition to acceleration and grip. Rickware Racing, another balanced approach there, similar to Flying Fox. Speed and grip and acceleration being the majority of the investments. All right, let's get to race 1. We're going to Oceania, the home race for BFZ. All right, and Promucius has the pole going into the final qualifying lap. Amor just 0.18 behind. Mosca Brevis right up there as well. It is a mystery how many tokens are spent in each race, so we'll just have to do some guessing and some speculating. Odd Koopa and Toffoli, the tag team of Rick Ware, often seen together on track in the regular season, look to be doing just the same in the grid today. And Amor will take pole. Promucius starting on the top row. Mosca Brevis in 3rd place, and Odd Koopa and Toffoli, the Rick Wares, in 4th and 5th. Vaporeon taking up 6th spot. Abver 7th. Kamikaze, Celeste, and Butterlord rounding out the top 10. The bottom of the grid, Toadspeed and Julo, Apple Amazing, Fox, Enigma, Aria Carmona, Kato, Hyperion, Pappy, and Suicide. Let's get to Tuvalu. Alright, here we are, lights out in Tuvalu. Amor from Promucius, from Mosca and Odd Koopa. Promucius went for the pass, couldn't get it done. Vaporeon is up into the top 5, well done already. Butterlord and Abver right beside each other. Kamikaze and the Toads rounding out the top 10 is Celeste Lucier. We've got Amor breaking away. Promucius also breaking away. Odd Koopa just getting into 3rd place ahead of Mosca Brevis. Abver 09 fighting off Butterlord in the back. A great side-by-side fight from the Toad Speeds. And also we've got the Forza Rojas very close to each other as well. Oh, a little push as the rain comes in. Odd Koopa and Mosca Brevis swapping paint. A good physical battle to start this inaugural Rising Stars Cup here in Tuvalu, the home race for BFZ. There is no Fiji track. Of course we know Bluebell is from there, so we are just hopping some islands over in Oceania. And here we go, Amor and Promucius right out to the gates. You know, the JLV East is being a little bit dominated right now by Motor Evid. Amor and Enigma both representing the team here. Oh, great pass up the middle from Vaporeon in the back, getting right by Butterlord and Mosca Brevis. Mosca Brevis started third, down to seventh already. And we've got Odd Koopa putting a little separation on the rest of the pack as well. Pamushis takes a slipstream pass on Amor right down the front straightaway. What a power move that is. Amor goes wide because of it, just stripped of his jockstrap. Welcome to the big leagues, MEV. That's how it's done. Pamushis in his old championship vehicle from last year. They won the JLV, promoted to the CLV. They're out for blood today. The tag team duo is back in action. Butterlord just trying to stay ahead of that little battle between Defole and Mosca Brevis, really losing time there. Mosca down to 8th now, 5 positions down from the start. Memoir getting about a second and a half behind Pamushis already now. Defole with a great straight line slipstream pass on Butter, that Rick Ware car. Revived team in JLV leading the JLV West this season. Wow, Butterlord fighting right back and pushing through. Of course, the balance of acceleration and grip for Pappy Pops versus a more speedy balance and more grip-heavy outfit from the Rick Ware. It's going to be really interesting to see how these different setups play out. But Pamushis, we know, stayed behind to help out the new team from Romania, Carpathians Peak Racing, and race alongside Levy, who dropped down from Sunday League Virtual as well. So some veterans just taking it easy in the rookie league. His teammate Adver09 moving up, racing for POL Orlin in the CLV this season. Of course, Apple Racing and Cato down there on POL representing their team right now. Vaporeon working hard to stay ahead of Butterlord. Butterlord getting some slipstream as Adver closes the gap on Amoir. He's got BFZs on either side of him. Butterlord showing his strength. And the wet is going to clear. The track will be dry in a lap or two. You could see some of these cars heading in. Adver really looking every which way he can down that chicanery middle section. Really technical track here. We have a good variety of tracks for this tournament in terms of demand of speed and grip, acceleration, all 4 aspects of the car rather. Amor just pulls away. That Motor Evid speed really showing there. Not even be able to slipstream as Adver. It's one more lap. The track is drying slowly as the cloud's still out. It's going to turn to sun, so that should dry the track up very quickly. Motor Evid, one of the fastest cars on the grid, safe for the Forza Rojas and the Toads. So it's really going to be a challenge. Adver's got to make up the ground in this technical section, as he's got no match for the straightaways. They are into the pits. Pamushis as well. Onto the dry tires. Everyone just in time as the track dries. No one gets caught out. That's nice to see. Everyone's strategy is going to be nice, safe, and sound. Alright, here we are back on track. Odd Koopa a little bit behind there in 4th place. No one really challenging him at the moment. That could be his expected finishing position if the weather doesn't change again. A lot of sauce and mediums. Mosca Brevis onto the hards. It looks like he's going to carry those to the end. So 8th place, down from 3rd. Mosca's a lot of work to do. Giving Defole a little bit of a sniff right there. Oh goodness, this is a dangerous section. Really nicely done. Defole keeps it clean and puts a little distance between himself and the Spanish driver. Okay, Adver09 still right on the end of Amoir, and Mosca taking that slipstream on Defole, going for a pass on the outside on the straight. It's not going to be enough, just not enough speed. Those hard tires are really slow on that straight. This is where he needs to make up the ground into the technical section. Of course, a nice slipstream pass there, but Defole gets it right back. Oh man, what a recovery. Defole is the GOAT for a reason. Representing Italy, making Hemenica proud. Hemenica also the owner of Rickware Racing, getting a home race in this event. It'll be the finale in Zandvoort. Swanson, an incident. He takes a spin and he's into the wall and he's back on track in last place. 3 seconds back now of the general pack. Tough break there for the young Frenchman. Ooh, from Scuderia Carmona. They're not going for points this race anyway, so not a huge loss, but you don't like to see a slip up regardless. Oh man, Amoir really getting hunted down by Avra and Hyperion, looking for a pass on Fox right now. A really good battle down in the 12th, 13th position, just outside the points though. Celeste is close to Julo as well for that 10th and final point. Here we are looking at it right now. She's just at a slipstream range, but will come closer as those softs die off for Julo. Every single point going to be crucial here for the rewards. Of course, the winner of the entire tournament will get an extra skill point to use in the second half of the season. The winning team will get a 10% upgrade bonus as they come in for some pit stops here. The soft drivers doing the 2-stopper. The medium's still out. And then the second place constructor gets a 5% upgrade bonus as reward. Alright. Abver is now ahead of Pamushis as he came in for his pit stop, but still chasing down Amoir, the Macedonian owner, driver of Motor Evid here, proud to be leading laps. The JLV teams, maybe not the favorites as they don't get as many upgrade points to outfit their vehicle, but really looking to turn some heads, especially the drivers that don't own a team. They want to impress, and this is a main stage to do it. All eyes will be watching. The SLV owners know, they're doing some scouting at this race at our Rising Stars Cup. Alright, really big traffic issues here now for the middle of the top 10s. Koopa, Vaporeon, Moscobrivus working their way through. Pamushis back ahead of Abver now, looking to cement himself back into the lead, really just blowing by Amoir with no issue at all. We've got Avver a little bit of space now between him and Amoir. Amoir's going to want to stay in that slipstream, but it's just not happening. Those mediums are dying off. Moscobrivus may have got it right here with that hard strategy. Those mediums look to be really, really sliding around already. As you see, Odd Koopa and Tafole racking up a 5-6 for Rick Ware right now. Really good result for them. The point economy is uncertain, as we know, but you just have to wonder if a Rick Ware went for a strategy where they spent equal points in the same race. It's not unheard of in the regular season. I don't know how much strategizing the teams did, and especially the teams that aren't paired up with their existing lineups. Moscobrivus, great straight line pass. Those hards starting to pay off as the mediums are dead. Avver's ahead of Amoir now, up in second place. Looks like to be almost a second ahead. Pamushis and Avver 1-2 at their home race. Bluebell Boys gotta be loving this start to the tournament. What a way to do it. They've got 2 laps to go. This is a 17-lap sprint. Butterlord in 4th. Working his way back for Senior Pappy. Moscobrivus up into 7th, but doesn't look like he's going to be able to do much more. He's still 2 seconds behind. Oh, Butterlord looking at Amoir as well. Oh my goodness. Wow, Amoir really having some difficulties here. Looking to be losing out on the podium possibly too. Oh, this would be disastrous. Alright, we are into our last lap here. Pamushis and Avver, BF said 1-2. It's looking really good for them. Amoir fighting off Butterlord. It's going to be tough. It's going to be real tough. Going for the slipstream, the inside lane pass. Not able to do it. Pamushis is going to win. Here he comes around. The final straight. The first race. The Tuvalu First leg of the Rising Stars Cup. It's a BFZ 1-2 Amoir looking to hold off Butterlord for the final podium position. Butterlord's going to have Slipstream. Goes really inside, real tight, right against the wall. And he's got it. And he's going to hold it. The Slipstream past Butterlord. Pappy Pops takes a podium in the opening race. It's Amoir, Odd Koopa, Vaporeon, and Mosca Brevis. The rest of the results: Tuvalu in 8th, Celeste and Toad, the TRSs, in 9th and 10th, getting those valuable points. Hyperion just missing out for Fast. Julo also disappointed for Forza Roja in 12th. Enigma and Fox, 13th and 14th. Senior Pappy, Carmona, Kamikaze, Appley, Suicide, and Kato, the low spenders of the day. Your point situation looks exactly the same as it does in the regular season. And that finish is going to start BFZ with a nice, healthy lead in the Constructors. It's now time for JLV-w. Around comes Aria Carmona for her last lap, falling down to 4th. It's Pamushis on pole position once again. Enigma and Amoir looking fantastic. Fox in the mix as well. Can anyone grab it out of Pamushis' hands? He's got a .03 lead on Enigma. Enigma cannot do it. Pamushis takes pole. Fox will start in 3rd. Amoir making a double top 2 rows for Motor Evid in 4th. Carmona in 5th, lining up beside Kato for Polish Orlin. Toad Speed and Senior Poppy in the 4th row. And then the top half will be rounded out by Odd Koopa and Vaporeon. In the back half of the row, still competing for those precious points, will be Tuvalu and Abver. Then we'll have Mosca Brevis and Kamikaze, Hyperion and Julo, Suicide, Celeste, and Butterlord Applamazing rounding it out. Let's get to the Canadian stint of the Rising Stars Cup. Lights out at Circuit JLV-w. Pamushis closes off Enigma right off the bat. Senior Pappy looking outside on Toad Speed, looking to get by Kato as well. Fox has some separation, the top 4. He's chasing down the 2 Motor Evids, Enigma and Amoir. Enigma goes off the track, Toad Speed. Enigma's going to fall way back already in below the top 5. Oh, almost. Yep, he's closed off by Kato. Kato goes wide. Fox is buying Pamushis and Amoir battling right at the front for the lead. Here we are away in Canada, the second stint of the Rising Stars Cup. Pamushis still looking. Oh, Fox goes really wide. He got a little bit too fast. Had to avoid Pamushis, who made a mistake. But Amoir ends up falling on the next straight, and he goes out of the grass into the Wall of Champions as well, and Pamushis takes the lead. Fox looking up the middle, now looking up the side, has allowed Enigma to come back up. Now it's a Motor Evid sandwich, but Enigma gets by him again, goes wide, off onto the grass, allowing Fox to reinstate himself into 3rd position, taking some slipstream on the better tire now, up against Amoir. Enigma's going to look to get by him. Big crowd there. The Wall of Champions in the middle of the pack. Odd Koopa, Carmona, Toad Speed, Senior Pappy getting into the mix as well. Here we go. It's Fox trying to get some separation now from those Evids to chase down Pamushis, who's way ahead on the hard tires, mind you. Here in Canada, looking to win 2 races in a row. That would almost nearly solidify the tournament for him. You could bet on that. Hard enough to win 1 race, never mind 2. There's rain coming, so that is absolutely horrible for some of those hard stint drivers who lost some time. But I mean, Odd Koopa's very happy about it. One of only 2 drivers on the softs. Pamushis going to be very happy that he still has a lead on the hard tire. Everybody onto the wets thus far. It is only light rain. Let's see if anyone goes to the inters. Oh, there we go. We have 1 person on the inters. It's going to be Toad Speed. If that rain holds off and doesn't come too hard, he'll be the benefactor. Celeste Lucier for Toad Speed, for Toad Racing System, also on the inters. And look at that. It dries up right away. The rain stops. The inters are the better tire. Let's see if Toad Speed can gain any positions because of it. He's got about a second to Pappy, who's chasing down Enigma now, really falling off the pace, but passing Odd Koopa just as I say it. Really good job there. The grip going to be important. Rick Ware has grip. Senior Pappy has grip. MEV does not have a lot of it. They're coming in. Oh, look at this. Amoir stays out for another lap with a very, very drying track. These are short laps, though, so it shouldn't be too much of a disadvantage. Pamushis really taking advantage of this perfect timing. The track just drying up now, and he's going to be on to his slicks. Toad Speed does gain into 5th position during that section on the intermediates, and Celeste all the way up into 13th. So really good gamble and payoff for them. Ooh, Pappy wide again into the wall of champions in his home race here. Fox would love to grab a win for his home race in Montreal. Odd Koopa still looking solid in 4th. Pamoosh is now getting some lap traffic. Past Apple Amazing now facing Butterlord. It's going to be a weaving challenge. These cars are aggressive and there's not a lot of great spots to pass. If you do go for the pass, you risk going wide on the next turn, as there's all these double 90-degree corner turns here in Canada. Fox has caught a little bit up to Pamoosh's, who's even on a softer tire. But Fox is doing a really good job to use that turbo. This is a turbo lover's dream. Not a lot of long straights here. This is the longest that we speak of right now. And Fox takes the pass on the inside. Oh, what a move on the 12th lap. We're halfway done. He's able to hold it too. Pamoosius goes for the switchback on the first turn there, but gets caught up and isn't able to hold it onto the grass, and Fox extends his lead. There he goes. Pamooshis is going to have to fight his way back if he wants that second win. This track, with all these short little spurts, really good for acceleration and turbo. Something that Kato should be banking on, as Pole went for a really big investment on the turbo. But still sitting down around 7th, 8th position right now. Not good enough if they want to get themselves in the mix after taking no points in the first race in Tuvalu. Fox, Pamooshis, 1 and 2, very close, very tight fight. And more Odd Koopa, a little bit more spaced out, but Toad Speed is right on the back of Odd Koopa for the battle for 4th position. Toad Speed really needs to get some big points. They need a push. They would love that bonus in their hunt for the CLV standings, Constructors Championships in the regular season. Carmona in the same position too. SCR desperate for some bonus points. Enigma takes it wide, a little bit sloppy there. That's going to allow Kato to get back and take a pass attempt as they go by Butterlord, the lap driver, sitting down in 19th position. Ooh, Vaporeon. We haven't seen much of the Fast in the first race. We haven't seen much of them in this race either. They're sitting currently in 10th position. And in 12th position, there you go, having a look at Hyperion. As Pamooshis falls a little bit more behind Fox for the lead right now. Abver has done a great job to work his way up in a potential, into 10th place. So Abver is now in the points after starting way back in the grid, 14th, 15th position. Kato and Enigma. Oh, Kato uses Enigma as a barricade and gets the pass done. Really slow way to pass, but effective nonetheless if you're only looking to overtake that one driver. Wow. Fox really has lost his lead. Maybe some lap traffic, having some issues. Pamooshis blows by him as Fox is behind Butterlord, but goes wide again on the grass. He's really having a tough time with that corner. It's really costing the BFZ driver some time and maybe possibly the lead and win of this race if they continue to battle like this. We've got 6 laps remaining, 7 laps remaining here in Montreal. And more Odd Koopa just hanging on, using that curb to the fullest extent. Odd Koopa up into a podium position now. Awesome job, Amor. Just leaking a little bit of position, and he did the same thing in Tuvalu, taking pole and only finishing 4th. Fox still has Pamooshis right there in his rear view mirror. Abver sitting in 9th place right now. Amazing job to get himself into these points. Looking to run some interference, but ends up running it on Pamooshis. Oh no. Tough luck. BF said really wants to chase him down, and this could not come at a better time for Amoir, whose tires are dying. Senior Pappy fighting him for 4th and 5th. Amoir really was losing a lot of time there, and is going to seek refuge in the wet compound to end this race. All right, we've got a sprint, and we've got a 1 second gap nearabouts from Fox to Pamooshis. Is he able to keep it off the grass? Yes, he is for the most part. Both drivers doing fairly well. Oh, Carmona comes right in between Pamuchis and Fox. If this fight can't get any more difficult for Pamuchis, he'd probably have Fox if they were in a straight line race. Nothing's going his way, touches more grass, and the rain's going to come even harder. Suwasid tried for the intermediate strategy, but that's going to be a fail this time. Doesn't matter though, he's not in the points. Senior Pappy and Amwar are in a dogfight for 4th place here, and we've got a battle on for 1st and 2nd. The 23rd of 24 laps here in Canada. Fox's job not getting any easier. His only solace is that turn, it seems to be, getting a little bit of ground, and then during the rest of the lap, or the rest of the next lap, he loses the ground. Let's see if Pamuchis can finally put together a run and stick that corner. We're on our last lap here at the Canadian stint of the Rising Stars Cup. Fox looking for a home race win. Pamuchis won his home race for his team last race. BFZ got the win in Tuvalu, and FFX is going to take the win here in Canada. They both take a little bit of curve. And Fox wins your Canadian Grand Prix, his home race. Pamuchis in 2nd. Udkupa looks to be taking the podium, just being able to hold off Senior Pappy. Amwar coming around in 5th place, a great finish for him, but Enigma kind of fell off the pace there in 10th. We've got Toad Speed in 6th, Arya Carmona in 7th, Abver09 8th, and Kato in 9th for the Polish Orlan. Just out of the points was Mosca Brevis and Tofole. Vaporeon and Hyperion stack it up in 13th and 14th for FFR. Celeste Lucier, Kamikaze, and Julo stacking it up as well, 16th and 17th. Suwasid, Butter, and Appley. Let's take a look at the standings after 2 rounds of the tournament. Of course, Pamuchis way ahead, but you gotta suspect he doesn't have many tokens left, so that'll probably be it for Pamuchis if he has spent all his tokens in the first 2 rounds. Double purple up top and double orange means that it's going to be BFZ and Pappy Pops. But sandwiched right in between them is Flying Fox Racing and Rick Ware Racing. Still up for grabs. It's anyone's tournament. We've got 2 races to go. We'll see you in the next episode.